Welcome to the National Minority Supplier Development Council's Equity in Business podcast. My name is John Daniel, and I'm humbled to be your host. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to be here with Mr. Al Limaye, who is the founder and Chief Executive Officer of LSI Next Gen. Thank you, sir, for coming in. I know we've been trying to get together for a while. This gentleman is fantastic. Please, sir, I'm going to get right into it. Sure. Tell us about your backstory.
So thank you for allowing me to come here, first of all, John, and honored to be here with great people that you've already interviewed, first of all. So I was born and brought up in India, a place called Mumbai. People might know of it, more like where California is, and did my engineering there, mechanical, came here to do masters in mechanical engineering and then computer science. So I'm a semi-geek, an engineer and a software person. I love software, but honestly, very soon I realized software has to be meaningful in real business.
Yes, sir.
So today we build a whole bunch of things, and I ask my people, so what? You build something, so what? What's in it for me? Why should I even know about this?
Right? I love it.
So we have very interesting offerings and solutions, but unless there's a very meaningful, large impact for large corporations, it goes nowhere. So, but I did my master's, came as a student, and like almost everybody, that's just not my story. You come to for a degree from overseas, and you have almost $20, $30, $100 in your pocket. And that's how I would say everybody went through that. We did everything possible to make ends meet, including teaching calculus. I remember somebody asked me, can you teach us? I didn't money. So, and I had to learn that again to teach calculus. Knowing calculus is different than teaching any subject. So I had to learn how to teach that subject. It was fun. Nice ride.
Well, I mean, in many respects, that's characteristic of being a serial entrepreneur. You find ways to use what you know, and you use what you know to find out what you need to know. Absolutely. And to move the project forward. I love it. I love it. Tell us about your company, LSI Next Gen, mission, vision, values, those kinds of things.
So we've been around for more than 30 years now.
Okay.
We have seen great times, bad times, like almost every entrepreneur. We have situations where, can I meet the payroll? And that's not just everybody's story. I'm sure you've heard that, right? But fortunately, and I made a lot of mistakes, just like many people, right? Fortunately, the mistakes, the overall profits and success we have offset the net.
Yes, sir.
So that's why we're surviving and growing, thankfully. So when we now have, though so I'm a geek, we have 3 lines of business in software. And people, as you know, roll their eyes when they say an IT. And I know exactly what they mean. So we explicitly tell people what is that we do that is not there in the market. Fortunately, many of our products and offering comes from our client. Can you build this? Can you build this? Can you do this? And even though it's a technical problem, I said, how much are you willing to pay? Not that give me features. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when I get to know the scope of the business problem, we start building a solution, happen to be in software.
So you differentiate yourself and your company based upon the need of the customer.
Absolutely.
That's magnificent.
I'm sure that's true with everybody. Look at Apple. They created a completely new business for us. Now we cannot live without a phone, right? Nobody knew about iTunes and iPhones, back many years ago. So in one area, we are actually creating something that is not there. We are the only company, not the only diverse company, only company. And we have a lot of support from NMSDC to make sure the product is doing well in terms of connecting with the right potential clients. And it's on a good track. That's all I can say. So 3 lines of businesses. We are a valued reseller in software. In 6 specific instances, we are the only diverse reseller. Okay, only diverse reseller. Other large companies are great. In those spaces, they are not the valued reseller yet.
Yes, sir.
We do services. which is complex software that needs to be implemented. So that's our implementation services. And we have 4 patent pending products, software products. Again, 3 of them came from a client request. Can you do this? It's a that. They're all up and running. And again, working very closely with corporations in the US and now overseas to see where exactly it's add value, how much and where.
Yes.
That's where we are.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Tell me about your relationship with the National Minority Supply Development Council. When did it start, and why do you continue it?
So I'm going to mention specific names, and I hope I'm not going to,
No,
mentioning.
feel free.
Yeah.
Feel free.
So today we are sponsored by Merck Pharmaceuticals, Raul and Suzanne.
Yes.
They were the champions for us to get us to corporate plus.
We have interviewed Merck on tour.
Oh, okay. Well,
Raul and Celeste. Yes, indeed.
They are
Good
our-
people.
they are our champions. And
Come
I
on
owe
now.
A lot to them. But I got into supply diversity through another fine gentleman called Fernando Hernandez.
Yes.
Met him. He said, you got to get engaged. You have to stay engaged. And then we built a lot of relationships with, again, I hope not to miss any major names. Joan Kerr, Michael Robinson, Lisa Dixon, Teresa Harrison. They are all become more like champions and friends.
I think it's kind that you want to underscore their names and what it is that they've helped you with. I think that's a beautiful thing. So thank you for doing that. Please go ahead.
No, actually, I should thank them for making sure we are always challenged in the right way. And they guide us to make sure we stay relevant, in terms of just being present in this market.
I love it. Within your company, and I've had the opportunity to meet a few people about it, how do you attract, train, and develop those individuals?
So, like you all know, you have to be like-minded, but with hopefully different perspective and smarter than me, which I always believe. Okay, and I tell people, please don't come to me. You have to have a solution. Don't come with a problem, right? And I know they can. So they come with a problem and 5 potential ways to handle it. And I said, I may pick one and I may suggest you something else. You decide. It's not mine, it's your decision. So we give them a lot of responsibility and authority.
Yes.
To work but we have a lot of flexibility in terms of their personal life. Many of our, they're passionate about supply diversity. Not everybody knows when day one, right? Many people they have young kids. So I said, hey, as long as you get the work done, a lot of flexibility in terms of making sure that deliver at the end of the day. So it's not like clock at this time and go home at this clock. Right? That's not the way we work.
In your business of IT, I'm kind of digging a little bit deeper on
please.
the attracting, training, and also developing. I really appreciate you saying it to Mom, just deliver what you need to deliver. Is there anything you do that allows them to grow in their expertise, to send them to school? Anything you want to
So yeah, training
Yes.
is a very major component. So there's a one person head of HR talks to everybody
Okay.
every year, or maybe every 6 months. What are the challenges you have today?
Right.
And where do you want to grow within 1 year, 3 years, 5 years?
Oh, so wait, you're engaging them in what they need to learn and also what they want to learn.
Correct, both. And
So, give me a pound. That's called ownership.
Yeah.
When somebody owns something, they're taking care of it. It's not just, I'm going to send you to this particular, no. This is about you and your growth. I love it, sir.
And I learned it from Google, actually. I remember a gentleman, very senior, saying, look, I'll give you 80% of has to be dedicated to Google's work. 10% something maybe sort of to Google work. Remaining, I forget the exact split. You can do whatever you want.
Right.
You're allowed to learn music, I'll send you to music class. I want to film and acting work. So there is a component of something else that they want to do. We absolutely encourage them to do something other than work. So very much focus on employee growth.
Right.
In terms of, I tell them, look, you can be higher salary, better bonus, more people responsibility, more regions. More, you tell us what you want to do,
Right.
and we'll make sure if we see and you potential in you, we'll make sure you get there.
Input, throughput, output. I love it. I love it. This is fantastic, sir. Let's talk about supplier diversity and how you bring diverse suppliers to bear in your business.
So I'll be very honest with you. I think especially in our business, software in terms of we do implementation, it's not as difficult. So I shouldn't take credit for all the percent inclusion that we have, because many of the subcontractors we have happen to be diverse, because many happen to be diverse, right?
That's good.
But however, there are certain things we do specifically. I'll give example of CAMC. Cassandra Dorrington is the president, right? We are expanding there. And for the specific work we'll be doing there, I said, Sandra, I need your suppliers to help us grow implementations from your region. It's a very, very niche area, but we are going to be very, very focused on hopefully getting suppliers from there. So that will be a tier 2 for our Canadian location. India, same thing. We have tier 2s there. And US, we need to little bit focus more on legal services, cleaning services, where we are not as intentionally yet.
Okay.
But my goal of attending this conference was, I want to learn from, as a corporate plus member, as you know, John, we are almost expected to do tier 2.
Yes.
Though we do it, they want to say, hey, what's your projection? Where are you lacking? What can I do? I came here to learn from the experts here.
Yes.
And we hope to pick the nuggets from whatever a lot of people have mentioned to see what it makes for our business. We don't manufacture anything in terms of hardware.
Right.
We're not like a Dell or Apple, right? So there's nothing we can do from that sourcing perspective. Will be all services,
Understand.
But to again help diverse businesses be here, right? We launched 2 products, again, thanks to our clients. They said, can you build this, right? It is, I always call it Amazon-like, a marketplace or diverse marketplace, where we allow only certified diverse suppliers to put their products and services. Thanks to some clients that need it. There are 6 national NMSDC regional councils, and 2 VBank councils have adopted this product. So goal is to have these suppliers display their products just like Amazon on a platform. So the buyers or other diverse suppliers can buy it from, just like online platform, exactly like Amazon. So that's one platform. The second platform we built was something like Yelp, where let's say you're here in Pittsburgh. Our next it will be in Atlanta for national, right? We'll have suppliers that are local to that zip code. 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk, right from taxi cabs to hotels to bars to nail salon to whatever, right?
Absolutely.
And again, a client of us, potential client, I'm going to name his name, Greg Michel, challenged us saying, okay, this is great. I know where to eat something. Part of NBA, his challenge was to count the impact of the spend. 300 people are here. Let's say we all intentionally go to economic impact. So we build that model through many intricate, again, happen to be software connections. And now we are talking to many, many large, well-known venues, like not only All-Star for NBA, potential for next year, soccer, Olympics, NFL All-Star, all of we are discussing right now to see how we can work jointly to, again, the exact impact in that local jail.
What's interesting is, as a former economic developer, cities, states are hungry for economic impact information. And the more specific it is, the more it helps them. Now, you were talking about various affinity groups for Association for Soccer, but all of it comes together to sell that city. I think that there are a lot of customers out there for this economic impact indicator. I love it.
And I'm going to count on you. To honest, I know you're well connected there. your help as knowledge and help in connecting. Because ultimately, we want to make sure we go to a single person coffee shop next door.
Absolutely.
And nothing against large companies, but they make corporate money, which is great. We want to support local, support small, support diverse.
Well, see, this actually it dovetails into the question in DEI concerning the impact in the community.
Yeah.
You just described something that could impact the community. But I would be remiss in not asking you, because at the end of the day, anybody who gets a paycheck is spending that money in their community.
Absolutely.
And so if there's anything you want to share about what happens with you or the people that you're working with the suppliers, feel free. But you've already said some good things, but I'm just listening. I want to make sure I give you the platform.
So again, NMSDC has a mission of 1 trillion, correct?
Yes.
We are hoping the whole network, joins in our marketplace so we can actually count that spend, which is B2B, mostly B2. It could be me buying from the network, from the suppliers. And it's up to NMSDC how to count that spend, MB to MB, as well as corporate to MB. So that's one direct angle.
This package enables an economy of scale that can honestly not just be in a state, but across America and outside of America.
You said
So,
it right.
Give me a pound, sir. I love it. I love it. That's the ticket.
You said it right, John. We are talking to right now Canadian counterpart, Chinese counterpart, South Africa, and UK, of course. Discussions, they are not formally adopted this concept yet, but they're intrigued. I think depending on once they see the value of this towards the 1 trillion or just pure MB impact, diverse impact, I think they will, I hope they jump on this.
I love it. I love it. As this has been wonderful. Short and sweet, but it's beautiful. As we come to a close, what do you envision your future will be with the National Minority Supplier Development Council?
So, as we all know, there is huge challenges today, and whatever it is. We have heard for almost, I shouldn't say, many corporations, they plan to stay course. And I hope they do. I'm sure they will. Mm-hmm. But it'll be challenge for some time but because again, economists, I'm not an economist, have shown there's a value for a business. Mm-hmm. It's not a handout. Why would company X bring in diverse supplies and supply? It's risky, of course. Right. But what is the value that they see in terms of growing their business?
Yes, sir.
Which is the key.
Yes, sir.
And as long as the right stakeholders see a value for them, including, I think the concept will survive. That's my opinion.
I love it. Sir, thank you for sharing some time with us. We're honored to have you here. I'm just phenomenally impressed and excited about your products and what you're doing. So until next time, take care, audience.